Hey guys, AXL here with NNM Army, back for another war highlight video. This is an arranged war with JTJ, and I have with me Mrs. She's going to be my guest host for today. Say hi, Mrs.
Hi. Thanks
All
for
right,
having me.
no problem. All right, so the first one we're going to look at is number 1. Tell me when you're ready.
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, go. Alright, so Nas got this 2-star, coming in with a queen walk from the right hand side. It was scouted before, so he knew that there were no air mines from that corner or anywhere along this line, I believe. So baby dragons down to create a funnel for his queen walk. So he's just gonna walk the queen down this line, and then once he gets down to about 6 o'clock, he's gonna start sending in. Not exactly sure what that hog was for. Not sure if he actually wanted to lure the clan castle or not.
Yeah,
I think maybe he wanted to lure the clan castle.
I think he maybe did, yeah.
But here,
Just didn't get far enough.
yeah, so right here, this spot, it's crazy damage. He's gonna drop another rage down. But it's even with a rage and 5 healers, it's not able to keep up because he's got so much point defenses, especially that geared up archer tower was doing just massive damage. So now that he's rounded the corner, he uses his ability to just get through that portion. He's dropped his Barb King and a couple of Valkyries just to help out. And now he's going to drop the wall breakers down to get that section open for his Valkyrie portion of the attack. Okay, now that the wall is open, he's going to send in his Valkyries. Poison down for the clan castle. Rage down, and then a secondary rage for the core, I believe. Yep. And there you go. Gets the 58%, I believe, or 57. Oh, 58. Okay. All right. Very nice job. We're gonna move to number 3. Ready?
Ready?
Yeah. By the way, guys, for some reason we can't get share screen working. That's why we're doing this. We're just both playing it at the same time. But anyway, okay. Ready? Go. Okay. So number 3 was taken care of by James. Just going with the baby drag Valk. Again, it was scouted, so we knew where the air mines were. Just gonna disperse the baby dragons around, making sure to spread them out kind of evenly. He did hit some air mines actually. There was one over here and one over here. So I had dropped my baby dragons in a different angle, which is why maybe that I didn't hit them, but James ended up hitting 2 of the air mines, so he did lose 2 of his baby dragons. But not too big of a deal. He's got most of the outside cleared out. The percentage is a little bit low, or on the low side. So he's just taking out a couple of more buildings, just deciding which ones he wants to take out. So he goes for that elixir storage on the left-hand side. Just to make sure the funnel is completely created, because on this side over here, on the 5 o'clock side, he's going to drop down his heroes to take care of that. So jump
I think that
spell,
worked quite well.
yeah, it did. Jump spell, he's got the Barb King down, the Queen down. The Barb King will tank the Eagle Artillery. At this point, he should be sending his Valks in already. He's going to send a Giant down just to tank initially, and then a couple more Valks down, CC Valks. So the first freeze was not great. What I meant for him to do was to freeze the Inferno the queen and the clan castle on the queen side. So the other side, whether or not he freezes the Barb King is not a big deal, but the other side, you want to just freeze the, I guess, the Inferno, Tesla, and Expo. But on the queen side, he was supposed to get the clan castle in that freeze, and the queen as well. He missed both, so unfortunately, he wasn't able to get as much stuff as he wanted to in the core, just because of the severe damage and the giant bombs and all that. But had he gotten the freeze on the queen and the clan castle, I'm pretty sure he would have been able to take out more in the core. But he did get the 53%, so did manage to get the 2-star. Very nice. Alright, next one, we are moving down to your attack. So,
Are we?
tell me when you are ready. Are you ready?
Yep, ready to go.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
So this plan was Nas and James were on voice with me, and I think it was Nas that said that it was probably a Bow Witch base. We decided that we weren't going to connect the first with the first jump. It wasn't to go into that Tesla, not Tesla, Inferno compartment,
Uh-huh.
because we suspected there was giant bombs there. So we
Mhm.
just Bow Witch is just, funnel corners, and then make sure the rest goes in. Don't know if I missed the loon slightly with the poison jump rage, and it just kind of tore right through the base, and it was just James and I that were left on voice, and we were thinking it was looking all right.
Yeah, definitely. If it not were if it weren't for the lava hound holding the queen up a little bit,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you would have got it.
It was a fresh. There was no scouts on it. It just went straight in on it.
Uh-huh.
So we didn't know what was in the castle.
Yeah, that middle section where there's only 2 compartments, that was a really nice channel for everything to go down. And it allowed
Yeah.
you access to both infernos, so that was really nice.
Maybe the second jump would have been better, slightly over to the right, but we just expecting more giant bombs around than there was, or in different places than they were. I think that's the thing with a fresh hit, though.
Yeah, you
you
just
roll
don't
with
know.
it.
Yep.
At this point, we were kind of thinking, oh, it's getting close, and we thought we were maybe going to scrape it.
The sucky part is that you had troops stuck in like various compartments at the
Yeah,
end, so it was really, you had a bowler stuck, you had a witch stuck.
it was quite frustrating. Keep thinking those ones at the back are just going to
Oh,
pull
that
through.
was really unlucky. Had the skeletons walked in
Uh,
front of the queen, you would have probably had that.
yeah, I think that's probably one of the worst 99s I've had, because 99s are frustrating, but there was so much up at that top corner at the end, but just they weren't full health. It's-
Ooh, and that last mortar shot kills the cannon. Oh my, I mean, the last
Oh,
witch. Yeah,
it was horrible.
that was really close. Really, really close. I think had you hit your queen ability earlier, you might have had it as well. 'Cause a cannon was hitting your queen, um, and it was hitting her for a good while, and then you press your ability, and it changed targets to the Golemite that was in front of her actually. But it was really unlucky that she stepped in cannon range before the skeletons did. So either way, you would have had it if the Golemite was tanking for her in front of the cannon, or if if the skeleton stepped in front of her before the cannon, she would have killed the wizard. She would have stepped over and killed the cannon. And then obviously skeletons will kill the mortar because the mortars can't kill the skeletons that are already on it. So yeah, it was really tough luck at the end there.
I think for me, I used to be in a bad habit of clicking her too early, and I think now I'm in a habit of probably clicking her little bit too late.
It's really tough because a lot of times you do kind of want to try to hold out your ability if you can, because a lot of times it can help you out immensely if you still have your queen ability left. However, there's certain times where it's more beneficial to just press right away, because that way you preserve more of her life, and then maybe down the line she'll have enough life to get the job done. But yeah, it's hard during the middle of an attack. You have to make a judgment call. All right, we're gonna move on to number 12. Titan, 2 wars in a row with the 10v10 3-star. The solo 10v10 3-star. I think he's the only one that got a 10v10 3-star. So number 12. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. All right, so Queen Walk Miners.
This one had been hit. I had
Who hit it
used
before?
bow. It was me. It was
Oh,
bow witch
okay.
we used on that as well.
Oh,
It
okay.
wasn't great.
Yeah, this one's slightly harder for Bowish just because of the offset infernos. You gotta attack those a certain way, and it's not easy because the heroes are on the other side where the infernos aren't. So it's not a really great base for Bowitch. At least not at Town Hall 10. Town Hall 10 Bowitch is hard enough. And
It
for
is.
for this type of base where it's not really made for Bowitch, it's definitely not a great choice. Pops his ability there just to keep the queen alive. Barb King wizards down. Barb King's doing some nice tanking there for the initial entry of the miners. So that's good. Those skeleton traps doing some holding the miners up a little bit there. Queen is actually on the CC, which is not really what you want. Okay. But the queen does survive, and she's currently trying to beat in the wall there. It's got this last heavy section with a wizard tower and an inferno, which is not a great combination, but because the miners are kind of split right now, it's really good because one group comes up, they get hit, and then they go down, and another group comes up, so they kind of share the damage, which is one of the strengths of miners.
Queen spent so much time beating walls as well.
Yeah, she did. She beat through 2 walls to get to that instead of walking around.
Yeah.
I swear, sometimes it's just. But very nicely done.
And he was sick. He's ill doing it, so
Yeah.
job times.
Next one I want to cover is number 13 by James. Ready?
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so James, I did really like this attack. So he does a queen walk, from 3 o'clock, baby dragon there to create a funnel, and it will get a pretty good value there, taking out a cannon as well eventually. One thing though, James, is your rage timing. If you're gonna be going up against a queen, just drop it before you're even in contact with the queen. By the time the queen is shooting you, you should have already had the rage down, which is why you were forced to use the ability. And then this part came really, really close because there was no rages and no abilities left for the queen. The queen had to pretty much just deal with the baby dragon 2 Valks. Luckily, the Valks and baby dragon kind of split. The baby dragon and the wizard went over to kill the his baby dragon, I believe, and another thing is you can make up your mind if you decide to use the rage again, use it early, or if you decide to use the queen's ability. What you can do is just pop the ability and then save the rage for later. So either or. Okay. Hogs staying in a nice big group, which is nice. Really nothing too much there in the center. Just a bunch of air defenses, really. And then this last section is just a couple of point defenses, and he's got one more heal left there that he's going to save for his bigger group. Covering this last section, heals are slightly off, but not a big deal. The defenses were hitting the healed hogs anyway. So that last hog that he saved was really nice right here. That allowed him to get the buildings here inside because he can't obviously get that with the wizards that he has for cleanup. So definitely saved some time with that one hog that he saved.
Didn't watch this, but it's a really nice hit.
Okay, nicely done. Moving on to, that was 13. Moving on to number 14, Teemo.
Okay.
So I hit this base first. Actually, did I hit it second? I think I hit it second. Or did I hit it first? I forget. But anyway, I tried some stupid fancy attack and it failed within the first like 15 seconds. And then Teemo comes in just with a regular old 2 golem hobo and takes care of business. So sometimes it's better just to go simple. Okay, funnel created, baby dragon on one side, some wizards on the other side, so very nicely done there. He's got the jump spell down, poison spell on the CC, Barb King goes over, pops the ability, takes care of the queen, and now he's starting to flank in with his hogs. Very good timing on the flanking. Waiting for the kill squad to die is never good. Always want them to be alive so that they can provide some tanking still while the hogs are coming in. And as you can see, the kill squad is still tanking a bunch of defenses there. The Expo, the 2 cannons, the archer tower, and all that. It's got this last heal spell for this last section. Really nice heal spell placements as well, covering all the giant bomb locations. So all that's left is this last section, 2 point defenses and a wizard tower. So with that big of a group of hogs, obviously it's not going to be a problem. And then he's already started with his cleanup on the other end, got the minions down, the wizards and all that. So very nice. Alright, moving on to number 16. Ron on number 16. This is also a very, very nice attack. Pay attention to the funnel creation. I'm sorry, Mrs., are you on 16?
Yeah.
Okay. So he drops down, this is again a cleanup of my attack that I completely screwed up. So he knew that there was a Tesla there. He sent 2 loons in down on that Tesla. It also gets the mortar, so 2 loons for 2 defenses, very nice trade. And then what he's doing here is he's doing an assisted queen walk. That's where I actually did my queen walk, so he knew which direction the queen would go. So using that information, he's using the queen to do a assisted queen walk to create one half of his funnel. And then on the other side, he's using the golem and a baby dragon to create the other side of his funnel. And now that the funnel is created, he's got the 2 golems in, got the wall breakers down to break the wall, and now he's going in. This is no bowlers, by the way. It's just straight Goho. Pops his queen ability there. Not sure what was hitting her, but something was hitting her. That make sure you get that witch under poison. If not, drop the second poison spell. Anyway, another loon goes down there to kill the other side of the mortar. He did hold a couple of hogs, didn't drop all of his hogs, which is always a smart thing to do because you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, so to say. So he's just holding on to a couple, deploying them as needed. As you can see, this guy has a bunch of troll Teslas at the bottom and a troll air mine right next to the Tesla. So he did have a loon for that Tesla, but unfortunately there was an air mine there. So, but he does have enough hogs to get the job done, certainly here. He's got the heal over the last 2 cannons, and then those other 2 hogs split off to take care of the Tesla. So very nice plan, a little bit more complicated, but the funnel creation at the beginning was the beautiful part of the attack. So definitely be looking for things like that where you can do sometimes an assisted queen walk, especially with excuse me, especially with entries in the corner. It's very important for you to make a very clean funnel when you're coming in from a corner, because it's very difficult to get your troops in otherwise. Your ranged troops, that is, your queen a lot of times will walk if you don't have a clean funnel, and if you do bring bowlers, it's also they also walk really easily if you don't create a clean funnel from the corner. Alright, very nicely done. Gonna move on to number 24. Brendan. Is Brendan someone's alt account? I've not seen him before.
Yeah. Brendan is in the CWL ban on another account with NAS. I think both his accounts are at Town Hall 9, so he has one in Valor Regulus and one here.
I see. Did he recently come over? Because I don't think I've seen him before.
I think he comes in and out, but I think he's said that he's going to stay now. So.
Okay, cool. Very nice attacker. The reason why he dropped the jump, obviously he wanted the golems to go in. If he didn't drop the jump, the golems would have spread out towards the sides because there's no defenses in that compartment, which is why he dropped that jump early. This is going to be a double jump attack. Second jump is going to lead to the queen. Got the rage spell down for the bowlers. Also is going to help the wizards later on get once again in range here. The wizards are actually hitting the lava hound, and his queen did go for a walk, unfortunately, but fortunately the bowlers did some nice tanking there, and then this baby dragon was a beautiful touch. I think he had he not dropped that baby dragon on the expo, first of all the expo would have taken out the wizard that was taking out the lava pups, and also obviously the expo would still be up. So it was a beautiful touch dropping that baby dragon on the expo. Really nice reaction there. Really hard to do mid attack to react that fast. So the loons are taking care of the mortar and cannon, which are obviously not threats, and as you can see, he's still got 5 loons left and 2 archers. So nice little mini swag balloon parade at the end.
Nice hit.
Yeah, it was really nice. Alrighty, I think that's gonna do it. Thank you, Mrs., for joining me.
You are welcome.
Alright, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.